Well, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Benoit checking in conflict of sports.
What's up, this Baker?
So tonight, man, for y'all, we're gonna go over the college game last night, the championship game, the playoffs, what's going on with Kyrie so far, and I got some shoes for y'all that's releasing. So,
That's what's
so
up.
first up, man, first up, Alabama Ohio State championship game last night, man.
You like it?
Pretty much wasn't really it wasn't a game. It wasn't a game, bro. In my eyes, it kind of proved that Ohio State really shouldn't have been there.
Mhm.
You know, they played good against Clemson.
Yeah.
They played good against Clemson. Um, but the fact that they only had played 6 games and they got into the college playoffs, that was kind of a little unfair to other teams that probably were more worthy of getting into the college playoffs and probably would have had a better chance. Well, I don't think nobody really would have beat Alabama this season, but I just think that another team with more games probably could have had a better chance to make the college playoffs than Ohio State. But
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Ohio State is the Big Ten. That's a Big Ten. Big Ten. Big Ten or Big 12. Big Ten. So that
Who's that? Oh, yeah. Big Ten.
Ohio State. So you know you gotta have the schools from the big conferences in the playoffs. You don't really see you don't
Yeah.
really see a team from a small conference get in the college playoffs.
You're right.
So
You're right.
hopefully they change.
You're
Hopefully
right.
they change that one day though, man. Um, Maybe expand it to 6, 8 teams. Give more teams a chance.
I say
Give
eight. I say eight. Eight would be the ideal number for me. Anything after eight, that's just watered down. That's more games and unnecessary. Because you still got to think a lot of teams still playing in a lot of bowl games. So it's not like the teams that's not making it to the playoff, the national stage, their season is not going in vain because they still can make a bowl game. There's always a bowl game that they
Yeah,
can win. You know. So at the end of the day, that's the argument will be the top team. Like what team draw pretty much what's the best programs. I'm not even gonna say draw the most attention because that can be overlooked too. But the top
yeah,
teams, top 8 teams across the nation. You can't water down top 8. You're gonna know who put up the points, who got the structure, all that play in effect. And it gotta
yeah,
be a D1 school. You can't have UL going against Bama first round of playoffs and nothing like that. They gotta be a D1 school, and that's how it should be. If you want to be a D1 school, then do what you got to do to become qualified or to qualify to be a D1 school.
yeah.
And that's
But
how
what
the
if?
playoffs should be. D1, the top 8 D1.
But what if? Let's just say use UL for instance. Let's say the college playoff people gave a school like UL a chance. They only lost 1 game, and let's say UL play against one of the big schools and they beat that big school in a bowl game.
Anything can like with sports is all about who show up. But then
Yeah,
at the end of the day, like I said, that's why they have it. That's why they have the division set up differently. You're not gonna have look at it like this for high school football. You're not gonna have no 2A school play no 4A. You know what I'm saying? Like it's rated D1 for a reason, and it's rated 2A for a reason. It's rated 5A for a reason. So
yeah.
uh
Well, Acadian
whatever
and
whatever whatever qualifications, you are, you know what I'm saying though, whatever qualifications is granted to make a school a D1, I think it should stay in that category. If you want to let a D2 school in there, I mean, you may can have that argument, but then it's going to open up the conversation for another bracket of a team to slide in there.
yeah.
So you don't want to open it up. The national championship is based off of D1 schools. That's what I would say.
It it is, but eventually, I think people will get tired of it being that way because you got so many other teams that can potentially be a national champion, but they're in smaller divisions. So if you think about it, every year is every year somebody winning the national championship. They're either from the SEC, ACC, the Big Ten. Is the big conferences every year.
As it should be. That's as it should be. Because like I said, the other teams, like you got, for example, when UL won the Orleans Bowl 3-4 times in a row.
Oh,
That was a big deal. So
if
that's
they want to,
got the bowl games. You still those teams on those smaller divisions are still getting rewarded with a bowl game. That was a
yeah,
big deal for UL. That put
yeah,
them on like, okay, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
But okay, so if it's only going to be the top divisions for the national championship, maybe they should have it to where each division level have a playoff and a championship for that.
nope,
For a division one,
nope,
division two.
nope.
I think that would you have a champion in every division.
Yeah, but
Think about it.
that's what the bowl game is for.
But that's
So
a bowl
but
game.
then
But
you see
like if you were
now what you come on to. So when you open that up, and like I said, a door gonna keep opening up a potential door, and it's gonna have it to where people gonna want more than what you give. So let's say that do go down like that, right? So then people gonna be like, oh well, Alabama lost one game and Tulane was undefeated. Tulane should play Alabama for that trophy. Or something like something, throw it off like that. And then if enough people give that attention, then they're gonna be like, yeah, that's kind of wrong. Tulane didn't get to play Alabama. Tulane
that's
is
why I
not
said,
gonna stand.
but that's why I say, and instead of making the smaller schools play the big schools, why not have the college do the same thing the for the smaller ones? Division two, division three, how many other division there is in college for the smaller schools? You do just like you do for the big schools. You take top the top four, top six teams, do a playoff, and have those teams have a chance to be a national champion for that division. Because yeah, bowl
I don't
games are
like
good.
that.
The bowl games are good for them schools, but how would you feel? You a smaller school, and let's say you undefeated. Wouldn't you want to be a national champion for Division Two?
But you undefeated because look who you're probably playing. Like that's gonna water down. You see, you do that, now you got 10 national champions. So
For
that's
each
gonna water
division?
down the championship game. But still, that's gonna water that down. Like right now, when it come to it, y'all won your bowl game, y'all did this, y'all excellent at that. Because you don't have to go to Alabama and here to go to the NFL. You see, I can see if that was the case that the NFL was only looking at D1 schools and drafting from that. That's not the case. If you do all those games, then when it come down to like the game with Alabama and Ohio, that game it's not gonna be as worthy because they're gonna have before that game even come on, you didn't had 9 other championship runs that you had to run through. So by the time you get to Alabama, it's like for example, like when you watching boxing, you know how when you're watching boxing and all the they got other belts that being contended in that category before the main event. By the time you get to the main event, nobody even watching it. Like most of the time, that's when everybody clowning and everything, everybody eating, we looking and okay, yeah, he doing this thing. But when that main event come on, then everybody pay attention to it. So
Yeah.
you don't want to you don't want to water down the audience with a whole bunch of national championships only to be losing money because it's gonna lose money some kind of way, or it's gonna be like somebody playing 10 o'clock in the morning. and then the next game 1 o'clock. Then the next game, like a whole weekend of full game. Nobody's not going to watch that. And as a football player, I don't want to play 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning just so I can be on national TV because it's not going to get. I'm not going to have a big audience. It's that primetime hour. It's that hour that's going to be like it had last night, and that's what it's going to be. It should stay like that. The bowl games play. You can't even name 10 good bowl games that played this year or years before that in the same year. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be for the championship game. You're only gonna look at those big top school games. Like there's nobody not gonna be looking for the Tulane playing in the Crawfish Bowl or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. You got the Sugar Bowl, you got the Fiesta Bowl that I know, you got the Rose Bowl. Like that's historic bowls. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ones that are worth it if they play the D1. What USC? What USC D1, right?
But at the
What
same time,
USC?
huh?
USC, they D1?
Yeah. Yeah,
They
that's
D1,
Pac-12.
right?
That's Pac-12.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, it's just one of those things, man, when you look at it every year, you know, it's like it's mainly the same schools every year in the college playoffs, you know, and it's the big conferences every year. And it's like it would be nice just to see an outside team maybe get a chance to get into the college playoffs. Because you'll have smaller division teams. They'll be ranked in the top 25, but most of them don't go past 15. Like small, they don't go past being ranked like 15. Like UL was ranked in the top 25 all year, and the highest they got was 19.
Yeah, and that's an accomplishment for a small school like that. Now, that I agree on. Another thing, too, they give an opportunity for those teams to be recognized in those kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? It's not like nobody is not hearing about these. So, and then it's up to schools, too. So think about it like this, right? Like those schools like UL. If they start picking those tough teams and beating those tough teams, they have a shot to be in that. It's a schedule thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny it. Let's say if UL would have put some big schools on there and kept that shit rolling. Like, all right, we 19. Next year, we're going to put these teams on the roster after the AP poll come out at the end of the year and it's out. We know who's won through blah, blah, blah. Let's schedule these games on here. We beat these teams and we go this record, we can be top 10. And then, all right, now we got something to work with. Now we in the conversation. It's about scheduling. You can schedule who you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They don't stop them teams from scheduling who they want, but those teams stay within their comfort zone.
But this season, the difference was for this season, everybody really just scheduled their conference opponents this season. They didn't. Nobody really went out.
Yeah.
Nobody went outside of their conference like they normally do. Because UL.
Yeah, it's a different type of season, you know.
Yeah, UL normally have 2 big schools on their schedule each year.
Right.
They take 2 big schools on their schedule every year. So it was different this season. So, but
and not to change the subject on teams, but isn't or did it happen already with Southern and LSU?
No, it's been a while.
Or something like that. I see they supposed to be playing, huh? You're supposed to be playing like next year, huh? Next season, huh?
They play like
I think
they play like every 5 to 6 years or something like that. Like it's that's like every few years where they play.
The Battle of the City. Even though they don't really have a damn chance. I mean, no. Yeah, they schedule first football games versus Grambling and Southern LSU.
Oh, okay.
That came out in June. It showed that. That was Grambling. I don't think they played Grambling before. I don't follow LSU like that. But it's a Baton Rouge, defending national champion at the time. Uh, LSU has for the first time scheduled football games with Southern and Grambling State.
That was supposed to be this past season.
And now it says LSU Tiger Stadium with Southern visiting September 10, 2022, and Grambling in 2023.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's next year and the year after. So it's split. It's not the
Okay.
same year. They're gonna do Grambling in 2023 and Southern next year. So that's gonna be
Okay.
kind of. I want to see that Grambling game. That's gonna be real nice, you know.
Yeah.
Might not go
Yeah.
as expect, but shit, that's still fire. What else we
No.
got? What else we got? But that was a good
So
topic though with that playoff. I mean, like I said, they can go anyway with that.
yeah.
Definitely.
So, but to go on to the next one, we got the NFL playoffs. We got divisional rounds this weekend.
Yes,
You
sir.
got the Saturday games. First game, you got Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. So what's your take? What's your take on that matchup?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going with the Packers. Man, I could have sworn not to go back. Man, I didn't pick the Ravens, bro. I could have swore I picked the Ravens last week, dog. I think y'all played with me, bro. I'm gonna have to watch the film on that.
No. I think you picked the Ravens.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, you picked Baltimore. That was
Right.
Pittsburgh. That was Pittsburgh you picked last week.
Oh no, I ain't picked no Pittsburgh, man. Who? Damn, boy. Something told me not to go with them fellas. That's all right though. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with the Packers versus the Rams. I got the Packers. I don't see the Rams knocking out old boy, the cheesehead. I can't see it happening. If they do, which is possible, I'm not saying they can't beat them. I'm just saying that the odds are looking more so in the Packers, you know, in their way, pretty much.
It's probably gonna be a snowed out game.
That's the problem.
That Lambeau Field it's hard to beat Aaron Rodgers in the cold, in the snow. But for the Rams, if you get a healthy Aaron Donald, because he got hurt in the game against Seahawks, but that's one guy that's hard to stop on the line. And if he can get to Aaron Rodgers and disrupt Aaron Rodgers, and if Jalen Ramsey can play some good defense on Devontae Adams, Rams might have a chance.
Yeah.
But Jalen Ramsey is a top 3 cornerback in the league.
Oh yeah. Like
And
I
Aaron
said,
Donald,
it all come down to that. It all comes down to that quarterback, man.
Yeah, and Aaron Donald is the best defensive lineman in the league right now. Like, the dude is really unstoppable. Like, you really can't stop him. One-on-one, you can't stop him. Like, you gotta double team, and he even get through double teams sometimes.
Double teams, right.
You're right. So for me, I would want the Rams to win. I would hope the Rams would win.
I don't want the Rams to win. Nope, don't say that. I won't. If it's anybody I want to go through, if it all go down, never mind. I'm gonna save that for my last statement, my closing statement. Go ahead. You would want the Rams to what?
I would want the Rams to win, but I still think Green Bay is gonna pull it out. Just being that's Lambeau Field, is gonna be snow. Aaron Rodgers is used to playing in the cold and the snow. So I'll take Green Bay in that matchup. And the next Saturday game, you got Baltimore versus Buffalo in Buffalo.
Now you see, bro.
Who's to say it might be snow. I don't know what the weather's going to be in New York, in Buffalo. That can be a snow game. Depending on the weather, you can have snow in that game also. This is a pretty pretty decent matchup. You know, Baltimore
Me,
is hot right
I'm
now.
going with the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens,
Um,
bro.
Buffalo is. I, it, I like Baltimore, um, but I can't just take away from how Buffalo improved this season and how they playing.
Yeah, and you know, I want
And
Buffalo like from a historical standpoint. I would like the Bills to win because every time I think about them, I think about how Kelly and them got played all them years. You know what I'm saying? When Kelly was playing. So
yeah, they
that's
went
how I
four
look
straight
at
years.
them.
Yeah, they went four straight
Right.
years to the Super Bowl and never won.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for me, for
But I think
this
the
one,
Ravens gonna pull it off.
is this is a tough one, man, because I would like to see Lamar move on also, but Buffalo, man, the team that they have, Josh Allen balling, and he can also run also. So just as much as Buffalo defense got to watch out for Lamar running, Baltimore defense got to watch out for Josh Allen.
Yes, sir.
And you got Stephon Diggs, who had a hell
Diggs
of a
nice.
season this season.
Yeah,
He led
Diggs
the
nice.
league. He led the league in catching. He led the league in receiving yards. Uh, so it's going to be a good game, man. So for this one, I'm
Yeah.
undecided. I can't pick on this one because I'm undecided on this one. So I'll just stay undecided on this one.
What? Oh no, we don't do undecided on here. You gotta go.
Um,
If you had to put your money down on a team and it was those two teams and you had to, like it was no question you had to put 20 on something. Who you was putting your 20 on? You gotta put your 20 down. Let's think of it like that.
I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
There you go. So you pick Buffalo. That's how you think about that. When I be up like that, you gotta roll it and see who you gonna put your money on.
I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
Because at the end of the day, Buffalo can beat them. Like it's
Yes.
not. This is not like I'm not looking at this Buffalo team like a traditional style Buffalo team in the past years.
No.
Like this is a team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The only reason why I'm going with the Ravens because I feel the chemistry on that team and the experience that they have as far as an organization with that
Yeah.
quarterback, they can make it happen. That's why I made that decision on the Ravens.
Yeah.
But Buffalo can't upset them.
Well, it really it would be an upset if Baltimore win because Baltimore is going into this game as the underdog.
Not, but that's popularity as far as that goes. Yeah, they going in as the underdog, but to me, the Bills the underdogs to me
Yeah.
because
Like
I
when you
look
look
at
at
it how the Ravens went out. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying in the past year. So to me, Ravens not no underdogs, but on paper, yeah, they're gonna be the underdog on paper. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, because you going into Buffalo,
Right,
the number two the number two seed in the AFC.
right,
Um,
right.
but yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
That's gonna be a good game too.
In this
I'm gonna
game.
watch that one. I'm gonna be at work. No, I lie.
Um,
That it's gonna come on right when I'm getting off. What you got
but
next? What team next? Who you going with next?
if Baltimore do win, I won't be mad at that because I do like Lamar Jackson.
That's
But
why I'm riding with him.
but you know, like you said, if I had to put money down just for this weekend, I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
Yeah, I'll lock
So
you in that one.
now we get to the Sunday matchups.
Yeah,
First
Sunday.
game, first game, you got Cleveland Browns going to Kansas City.
As much as I don't like Kansas City because that's my pops team, that's the only reason why I want them to lose. But them boys
But
now they got too much speed on that team, man.
Kansas City does have weaknesses on
Oh,
defense.
they do, but they do have strength on offense. So
Oh yeah,
you gotta
they do
score.
have strength
Like
on offense.
If they give you points, you got to take them points because when they get the ball, they scoring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And even if you got a big lead, that don't mean nothing to them. Don't leave. You have to take advantage of any kind of points you can get. You have to take them
Yeah.
points because you got a hell of a coaching staff, hell of an offense, hell of a quarterback, hell of a running back, hell of a wide receiver. I mean, you got speed. You they got speed, dog. But that's what kill people, the speed.
Yeah.
Everybody running like so. But like I
And
said, at the end of the day, I don't want KC to win.
yeah.
But and I'm gonna leave my statement for that again too. I'm gonna put a star by it. I'll go with KC, and I'm gonna tell you why I went with KC and I went with Green Bay.
Yeah. So for me, I'll go with Kansas City. But for the Cleveland Browns to have a chance to win this game, they have to do what they did last weekend against Pittsburgh, run the ball. Cleveland had the number one rushing, no, number three. Cleveland had the number three rushing attack in the league, either the first or third. Kansas City got the 31st ranked defense against the run.
Run the ball.
So if you give Nick Chubbs and Kareem Hunt the ball, run the ball, that's the only way Cleveland will have a chance to win the game. And if Baker Mayfield can continue to play how he's playing, don't turn the ball over, don't force anything, Cleveland will have a chance. Cleveland will have a chance to be in this game because Kansas City does have weaknesses on defense. And if they can get pressure on, if they can get some pressure on Patrick Mahomes with their defensive linemen, that's another thing. They'll have a chance to win this game. But all in all, Kansas City got too many weapons on offense. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. You know, you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Le'Veon Bell, Sammy Watkins. Like, they just have too many weapons on offense. So I'll go with Kansas City to win this one. And so now we get to the biggest game of the weekend. Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Tom Brady versus Drew Brees, round 3. The game that everybody will be talking about and watching.
Yeah, it's a hell of a game. I knew that was going to happen from the beginning of the season. I knew the way the NFL operate, that game was going to happen before the season. As soon as that man signed and Drew said he was coming back, I just knew that was going to end up meet up. That was a meeting day. I just
knew they was going to meet in the
playoffs.
Yeah, you knew they was going to meet up.
I just thought it would have been for the championship, conference championship. I thought it was going to meet up, but I'll take this.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So
I'm going with the Saints. I mean, which is I don't.
You don't have.
I mean, what you want me to say? I don't really have nothing to explain. We're to spank them. We spank them already. We swept them. You know.
Yeah, but the one thing,
of course,
I'm going with the Saints also, but we do have to acknowledge the fact that it is hard to beat a team 3 times in one season, and especially a Tom Brady led team.
Yeah.
You
but at the end of the day, Tom Brady never faced no team like that before. He's used to being in a weak division and then coming out swinging at the end. He had to swing all season, and once he found out, he barely made it. So I'm hanging my hook on that. Like, they didn't start really like saying, okay, we need to take this series or it's gonna be a bust season. Cause it was looking like they wasn't gonna make it. It was looking like they wasn't gonna make it. They had to.
I knew Tampa Bay was still gonna make the playoffs. That was
It was
they
looking
had too
rough for them,
they
Cole.
had they had too much they got too much weapons in Tampa Bay for them not to make the playoffs.
It's just that gel factor. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
at the
So
same time, playing against us, you got to come back to New Orleans, which is not a factor to me anyway, because I mean, there's no crowd. So I can't sit there and make it seem like that's an advantage. You know, the
yeah,
only advantage from that is that we don't have to get on no plane and travel.
yeah,
That's the main thing right there. Everybody gonna be well rested. They don't have to fly into a situation, right? So
yeah.
that probably help us. But at the end of the day, I see the Saints running with it.
So for me,
I see the
um,
Saints running with it.
I definitely feel like it's gonna be a close game. It's definitely not gonna be a blowout game. Um,
No, no.
but but the main thing for New Orleans is get pressure. They get pressure on
Oh,
Tom
you
Brady
know
because
that too. When you pressure him,
he
oh yeah,
can't he
he
can't
can't
handle
handle
pressure.
pressure. Right.
You know, and
And I
that's one of
need
the biggest
Cam Jordan. I
factors.
need Cam Jordan to hold his head and not get hot headed. He needs to go there, do his job. When he's done, go back to the huddle. He don't need all that
So we
extra
got
yapping and
man, we probably have one of the best, you know, line D lines in the league right now. You know, especially with getting pressure on the quarterback. You know, Cam Jordan, Marcus Davenport.
mm-hmm.
You know, if Trey Hendrickson uh is able to play this game, he emerged this season.
Feel good. Yep.
He was tied. He was tied for second place. He was tied for second place in sacks this season with 13 and a half sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Tied with Aaron Donald for second place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other guy we got on the line. What we got? Cam Jordan, Davenport, Hendrickson, and
Who you
damn
trying to think
man,
of?
I can't think of the dude's name right now, bro. But we got four people. We got four people that can rush the quarterback, man. We got four people that can rush the quarterback. And if Lattimore, Jenkins, Malcolm Jenkins, and CJ, Marcus Williams, if they can all hold that ground, I think it'll be the same outcome like the first two games. Saints will come out victorious.
Yeah.
But we have to take care of the ball, control control the time of possession, um, keep Tom Brady off the field.
Definitely. But
Just
don't
like
leave him no
just like
time on the field too. You also can't
just
leave him time.
um, just like Tampa Bay gonna try not to leak, not to give Drew Brees time on the field. We can't let Tom Brady get too many opportunities on the field.
Right.
Uh, we got to get off the field on third downs. Um, but yeah, so like I said, man, I'm going with the Saints also in this one. Close game, close game. It's not gonna be a blowout game like the last game because Tampa Bay is gonna come in there with it on their mind. They got swept by New Orleans in the regular season. That don't happen to Tom Brady often. He's never lost two division games to the same team ever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely coming to play.
I got you.
Um, but like I said, that's probably going to be the most watched game this weekend because this is the first time we get to see Tom Brady and Drew Brees going against each other in the playoffs.
Yeah. I like that. I mean, like
Tom
I said,
Brady,
I'm gonna be ready for that. That's gonna be that's I'm ready for that one.
uh, Tom Brady, 43 years old. Drew Brees is making 42 years old this week.
He's
Uh,
about to make 42.
so you got a playoff game with there's gonna be the playoff game with the oldest quarterbacks to play a playoff game against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
gonna be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So Next topic. Kyrie Irving.
Man, what you feel about it? Let me hear what you got to say about it. Oh, wait, before you go ahead, and I wanna say that, like I said, the only reason why I picked Green Bay and I picked Kansas City, I'm pretty sure they're gonna win. But if it's anybody I go through to the Super Bowl, I want to go through either one of them because if we don't, we're gonna
Yeah,
hear, "Oh, y'all didn't play. We would have beat you." I want Green Bay and I want KC.
yeah,
If anything, now I take whatever. But if it was a
yeah,
pack, I want Green Bay. I want to meet up with Green Bay, spank them, and I want to get up with KC and I want to spank them. I don't want to no other
yeah.
way. All right, we can move
Yeah,
forward.
just like how the Clippers wanted the Lakers, but it didn't go that way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Um,
nah, you can't
but
compare. Not I can't compare my
oh, I know,
Saints
I
to the
know.
Clippers because yeah, they blew that. They blew
Yeah,
and they got their
but
coach fired. They down bad for that. But anyway, so Kyrie
but
Irving,
as for
uh, how you feel about Kyrie, bro?
man, man, I like Kyrie as a player, bro. Like he one of my favorite players in the league. Right now, man. The last couple of years, man. But the last couple of years, he's starting to he's starting to paint a picture of himself as a cancer in the locker room now.
He may have been.
He
He may
start
have always been there.
he really starting to become the cancer on a team in the locker room now. Whatever going on with him right now, the team is not happy. Um, the coaches are not happy. Um, I know his teammates not happy. And now you have a video of him circulating around the internet at a party. Um, and you know the NBA gonna be investigating because of their COVID protocols. Uh, him in the club not wearing a mask. Just going against the NBA protocols for COVID. Um, and yeah, man, I just think he's just painting a bad image for himself, man. For me, I'm starting to wonder if he really care about basketball anymore. Like
I
that's
think. I think my take on that. I think, and a lot of people say I'm only saying that because of who I like. But from the outside looking in, you know me, I'm always a person that I'll go against what I like if I feel like it's right. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I think the time he had with LeBron in Cleveland, he wasn't ready for that as far as the exposure and all the criticism and critics that come with it. He wasn't ready for that, and it made it seem as if it could be done without that championship caliber background or type of organization or person backing that type of movement. Because if you look at it from another angle, I kind of feel like, and he can, you know what I'm saying, with the right pieces and the right mindset, he can. But I think he thought that he could just leave after winning how he won and the performance that he put on with LeBron and the Cavaliers. He could have done it with the Celtics. He could have done it with now Brooklyn, and it hasn't happened yet. You know, he asked to move on. He didn't want to stay. I feel like if he would have stayed, he'd have had two rings and not one for one.
yeah,
And on top of that, the following year when you left, a lot of people say LeBron would have never went to the finals without Kyrie, but shit, he made it to the finals the next year without Kyrie, and Kyrie didn't even make it that
yeah,
far in the playoffs on a loaded team because the Boston team, Boston not no pushover in the last couple of years. They've been in the conversation. So to be in the
Yeah.
conversation, worthy of saying you could have won it, right?
Yeah. But they went to the conference. They went to the conference championship without Kyrie.
And that's what I'm saying. So with that being said, he's a great player. I don't want to say what most people would say, so I'm not even going to say it. But the way he recruited this team, he recruited what he was missing in Boston. He recruited what he had, similar to what he had, if not underneath him, a little bit more help with it when he was in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show you that he needs that piece. So, hell of a player, but if he keep moving the way he moving, he's not going back to the finals.
No,
Because they got other
no.
teams out there that's really working to make it to the finals, and he not taking it serious.
He,
Like just because no fans and all that, now that don't mean it don't count.
yeah. See, the thing for me is Kyrie never really wanted to play with LeBron James. Before LeBron went back to Cleveland, Kyrie was supposed to be the face of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And then LeBron decided to come back to Cleveland. So that put Kyrie being the man in Cleveland on the back burner. And he never from that.
Yeah.
So he played, he stayed those those 4 years. No, 3 years. He stayed 3 years, when LeBron was there. He stayed those 3 years. But all in all, he never wanted to play with LeBron because he wanted to be number one in Cleveland. He wanted to be the man. He wanted to be the face of the franchise.
But shit, he's
Which
not even the
Cleveland,
man in the franchise now.
which Cleveland, well, at the time, he was before LeBron went back to Cleveland. Even though Cleveland wasn't doing shit, he was the face of the franchise, and Cleveland was really going to make him the face of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even know that. They didn't know LeBron was going back to Cleveland themselves in Cleveland. So when that did happen, Kyrie felt some kind of way about that. So when he did decide to leave, that's what it was.
Yeah.
He wanted to go somewhere and prove that he could do it on his own. He took a lot of advice from Kobe. He took a lot of advice from Kobe. That on if that's what he wanted to do, then you do what you got to do for yourself. If that's what you want to do, then do it. But it didn't work for him, and it hasn't worked for him since he's left Cleveland. So with everything going on right now, him not being with the Brooklyn Nets, not telling his coaches anything, not telling his teammates anything, especially Kevin Durant, which Kevin Durant, the only reason he went to Brooklyn is to play with Kyrie.
How many years they signed? They signed more than I forget the contract. You remember the contract? Oh, I should look it up.
2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years, I think. But so right now, I think he's losing. I think he's losing a lot of people's trust, and he's just rubbing people the wrong way. In the locker rooms, everywhere he's went so far.
Yeah, he signed a 4-year deal, 4-year, 164.
And
Kevin Durant, so he's stuck there for another 2 seasons.
And look at this. I saw this earlier. Stephen A. Smith was talking about it. Before Brooklyn gave him the deal, they were skeptical about giving him the deal. And since he's been with Brooklyn, Kyrie has only played 27 games since he
And
signed
that's
to,
the second year there.
and he's only played
Ain't that a
27
second?
games. Yeah, this is his second season in Brooklyn,
Yeah,
and he's only played 27 games.
that's crazy.
So
That's crazy. Like I said, I feel
I,
how I feel about him. So
I just hope whatever it is he is going through, or whatever it is, um, I just hope he can get it together. Um, Kyrie is a hell of a player, bro. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
that's
Yeah,
one.
definitely.
Like, you're not gonna find nobody like Kyrie too often, man. So uh, yeah, bro, I just hope he can figure things out, man. Whatever it is that got him going the way he going. I just hope he can figure it out. So
Gotcha. I'm with you.
so, but as we head out, want to get to these three releases that we got. So
All right.
first one I'm gonna jump into, man, is the Air Jordan 13 Retro. The they call those the I think they call those the Starfish. Uh, for me, I'm not too big on the orange, the white and orange. Um, this one is a no for me. Um, but they dropping this weekend on the
Mhm.
16th. So what's your take on these?
I, I'm. It's not for me, but like I always say, a kid will rock the hell out of that.
Yeah, and
That's a
they
nice.
releasing it,
That's a nice
man.
kid
They're
shoe.
releasing. Yeah, they're releasing in the family in the family size in all family
Yeah,
sizes.
that's a hell of a kid shoe or female shoe. A female with a small foot that'll
Yeah,
be fire on a female, but not. I like the 13s too, but that's not me.
yeah,
I wouldn't buy them for me, but I buy them for them kids.
yeah. So next one I got is you got the Kyrie 7 Ray Guns. Um, if you're a hooper, these are probably some good hooping shoes. Jump on the court, put them on. You might think you Kyrie. You might try to do some Kyrie handles on the court right quick and you put these on. Um, these come out this weekend also. They come out on the 15th.
Okay.
Um, uh, you know, as for as for the shoe itself, um, not too big on the shoe. Um, I would definitely hoop in them. You know,
Yeah.
I would hoop in them, but not too big on the design.
Same thing for me. It's a no for me, but again, hooping, yeah, I rock them. Buy 'em for the kid again, and it's a nice kid shooter playing on a court. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's not more so that to me that's a true basketball shooter way it's designed. So I
yeah,
can't really see me wearing them as a fashion, like
yeah.
throwing
That's
some
that. Yeah,
jeans
that's
on.
just
That's not the type of shoe that's a pure sports shoe,
yeah, yeah.
or,
Uh,
or or some nice shoes to wear to the gym. That's some nice. They look like they're comfortable enough to wear to the gym and really be comfortable in them. You know, while you're lifting weights or something.
yeah. So last one I got, we got the Nike Air Zoom Freak 2. Uh, these I kind of like. I like this. I like this color a little bit. The multi-colors. Um, Also another nice basketball shoe to wear. Uh, and yeah, that's for this one. That's and these come out on the 22nd
Okay.
next weekend.
Well, me,
So
I'm rocking them. I'll rock them things. I'll buy them for
yeah,
me. They nice. Like I definitely would wear them shoes.
Yeah,
Definitely. The only thing I would change on the shoes, which it'll be on me, is change the shoestring color. I was taking the orange shoestrings off and
not
putting.
the orange.
Yeah, I was gonna put another color, but I mean, for the most part, you got so many different ways you can go with the shoestring, so it's not a big deal. That orange is just screaming too much for me on that. So
Yeah, but yeah, with these, I could see myself putting these together with something too.
mm,
Little multicolor outfit. But mainly mainly it would still be a basketball shoe. Uh, it's not
yeah.
too many. It's not too many outfits I would try to put this together with. Uh,
Oh no, that's not one of those type of
uh,
shoes.
but I would definitely get these and hooping these for sure.
Yeah, I like them. I like them. I wouldn't even hoop in them. Be honest with you, that was going on top of the closet with the other shoes. Be honest with you, I like them like that. I like them enough to where if I'm going to hoop in them, I gotta buy two pair for real.
But
All right, all right, all right.
so that's what I had for tonight. And
I dig that. I dig that.
so
Before we go, you got something for the
uh man, you know our regular shout out Trinity Treats, Dolly's Lemonade, um, the whole FOH family. Uh, uh, you know, like I always do now. You know what I'm saying? Man, I shout out my little brothers with the trucking company, Macho Trucking. Uh, Anybody else you want to shout out?
Easiana and his whole brand. Uh, just pretty much shout out everybody doing their thing, man. I mean, next time I'm gonna make me a list of people because they got a lot of people that's worth it that's really doing their thing. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to start reaching out and seeing what's up with them. But for the most part,
yeah,
man, Trinity Trees
yeah.
made me Trin made me a
And for
cinnamon roll cake.
and for all the people, man. You know, if y'all want to get some stuff promoted, man, y'all get at us. Any merch, anything, man. If y'all want to get it promoted, man, y'all holler at us. We promote it.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes, sir.
and,
Definitely, most definitely.
and as for that, man, that's a wrap, man. Your boy Benoit checking out.
It's your boy Baker signing out.